So what we're going to do, you see this monolith, as we call it. This is a 1-inch thick piece of just regular steel. I've had this target for 20 some years. We shot the other side up with all sorts of things. This side of it's smooth. We just shotgunned the paint off of it, repainted it, so it's fairly flat. I see some craters there where it's had pistol bullets hit it just slightly, but it's pretty good shape. So we're going to sacrifice it for the sake of the viewers and give you an idea of what these rounds will actually do to steel. All right. And by the way, this tree here I planted about 23 years ago, I guess. This old poplar tree. That makes you feel old when you you can climb a tree and be 50, 60 feet in the air. So what we're going to do, let me pick up this baby first. We're going to shoot it with a 223. Okay, hold back, gun's empty. We're going to shoot the top section here with a 223 round. All right, that's a 55 grain bullet. This happens to be a PMC standard ball ammo. So we're going to put 8 to 10 rounds right in that area. Hopefully, we're going to shoot from across the hollow. I don't have any scope sighted rifles or anything, but I think I can get them all pretty much in there where you can see what we're doing. All right, so we're going to do that probably first. Then we're going to take the Russian round 7.62. We're going to put those down on the bottom, like right there. So in that bottom section, you'll see the old Russian round. This happens to be an actual steel case Russian ammo, hollow point. We're going to fire some of those right into that section right there. All right. Hopefully I can hit it. I haven't shot that gun in a while. I think I remember where it goes. Then in the center, we're going to put the big boys, the 308. All right. M1A. We're going to pop them right there. At least try to. All right. So I'm going to be shooting from across the hollow, but 40, 50 yards away. But I think I can pop them in there to the point where you can tell something. All right. All right, so you can see what we have. The 223 on top. Again, 55 grain ball ammo, just standard 223 ammo. I've put a dime here just so you can kind of get a frame of reference, something to kind of index it a little bit. You see what it does to the steel, though. You saw that from the action shots. It digs a pretty nice little hole, and it leaves a very sharp, jagged edge there. It really does. We have some knockdown targets we shoot with this way, and you have to be really careful to set them back up because you can get a nasty cut. But digs a nice little hole, doesn't bounce off like a pistol bullet. Pistol bullet just hits. You might see a little indentation right there. That's probably a 44 Magnum hit that, a hot one, and put a little indentation. Nothing like what a metal jacketed high-powered rifle does. So that's 223. Hopefully you can get an idea what it does. Then moving on down the target, got the big boy here, the 308. You see we have bigger craters. They're bigger, and I guess a little deeper maybe. Moves out a lot more steel. Hits it hard. And that is a standard NATO round. That's 150 grain 308 7.62, round. Nothing unusual about that one. Full metal jacket. Digs a nasty hole, and it rocked it a little bit. And then moving on down, another 30 caliber round, the Russian round. Now, probably not surprised. It is roughly the same caliber, of course, as the 308 NATO round, but doesn't pack quite the punch. Now, the Russian round, I forget on that. I think it's only 125 grains, something like that. I don't know. I haven't loaded those, and I don't really shoot many of them at all. About once every 4 or 5 years, I drag out the SKS, but it's not quite as heavy, and doesn't have nearly the punch really of the 308. And you can tell it dug a much more shallow crater. In fact, we had a hard time setting that round there. These others we just kind of rested on all these jagged edges, and that one we had to work at to get it to stick there. Not much to hold it, so it didn't dig as deep. Wouldn't want to be hit by it though, but just not as much penetration with it. So there you have it. I don't know how scientific that is, other than being fairly consistent. The same piece of steel, and those are basically just NATO rounds, except for the Russian round. We don't want them in NATO, do we?